a quiet little town, nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, lived a young boy named Timmy. Timmy was an imaginative and curious boy, always eager for adventures. He lived in a cozy cottage with his parents and grandparents. The walls of their home were adorned with old portraits and family heirlooms, each with a story of its own. One chilly evening, as the wind sang through the trees, Timmy's grandmother, a wise and gentle woman, gathered the family around the crackling fireplace. She spoke in hushed tones, weaving a tale of their family's legacy. It was a story passed down through generations, of a ghostly guardian that watched over their kin in times of peril. As the firelight danced in Timmy's white eyes, he listened intently to every word. His imagination painted vivid pictures of this protective spirit, draped in shimmering moonlight, standing tall and resolute against the shadows. The guardian was said to be a benevolent force, bound by an unbreakable oath to keep their family safe. From that moment on, a spark of wonder ignited within Timmy. He couldn't help but gaze out into the night, half expecting to catch a glimpse of the guardian among the rustling leaves. The ordinary surroundings of their cottage suddenly held a mystical air, and every creak and groan seemed to carry a whispered promise of protection. In the days that followed, Timmy's mind danced with thoughts of the guardian. He wondered about the moments when the spirit would reveal itself, and what form it might take. Would it be a flicker of light, a fleeting shadow, or something altogether unexpected? The mystery hung in the air, like a secret waiting to be unveiled. As the seasons changed and the days grew shorter, Timmy's anticipation only swelled. He yearned to encounter the guardian, to feel its presence and know that he was truly under its watchful gaze. Little did he know that the first steps of his extraordinary journey were about to unfold, ushering in a series of events that would forever change the course of his life. As the days passed, Timmy couldn't shake the feeling that something unusual was afoot in his home. It began with small, seemingly innocent occurrences that, when put together, formed a tapestry of mystery. Objects would shift and relocate when no one had touched them. Timmy's favorite toy, a wooden train, would magically appear in different spots around the house, almost as if it had a mind of its own. At night, when the rest of the house lay quiet in slumber, Timmy would sometimes hear faint whispers echoing through the empty rooms. These whispers were too soft to make out any words, but they carried an otherworldly quality that sent shivers down his spine. He'd lie awake in his bed, his heart pounding, straining to understand the source of those eerie murmurs. One particularly moonlit night, as Timmy crept down the creaky staircase to investigate, he noticed a soft, bluish glow emanating from the hallway. His breath caught in his throat as he followed the ethereal light, which led him to the old family portrait gallery. There, in front of the paintings of his ancestors, he saw a shimmering figure, translucent yet distinctly human, bathed in that gentle azure radiance. Timmy's eyes widened with awe and trepidation as he watched the figure move gracefully from one portrait to another, its outstretched hand almost caressing the painted faces. It was as if the guardian was connecting with the spirits of Timmy's ancestors, drawing strength and guidance from them. The guardian's presence was undeniable, and Timmy could feel a strange comfort washing over him, dispelling his fear. The guardian, sensing Timmy's presence, turned toward him and gave a faint, reassuring smile. It was a smile that conveyed understanding, as if the guardian knew the questions that swirled in Timmy's mind. Timmy, still in awe, whispered a greeting, and the guardian nodded in response. It was the beginning of a remarkable bond between the living and the supernatural, an unspoken connection that transcended the boundaries of the material world. From that night on, the mysterious happenings in Timmy's home continued, but they no longer filled him with fear. Instead, they became a source of wonder and solace, a reminder that the guardian was always nearby, watching over him and intervening when needed. And so, with each passing day, Timmy's life took on an enchanting hue, filled with the magic of the unknown. He eagerly awaited the next encounter with the guardian, knowing that their journey together was just beginning. One fateful night, as the silvery moon cast its glow through Timmy's bedroom window, he felt a strange and comforting presence in the room. He slowly turned, his heart pounding, and there, bathed in the soft moonlight, stood the guardian. The guardian was a figure of grace and ethereality, with an aura that seemed to shimmer like starlight on water. It wore a gentle smile, its eyes pools of infinite kindness. Timmy's breath caught in his throat as he gazed at this benevolent spirit, awestruck by its beauty and the palpable warmth that radiated from it. "Hello, Timmy," the guardian spoke, its voice like the gentle rustle of leaves in a summer breeze. The words hung in the air, carrying a sense of ancient wisdom and a promise of protection. Timmy, his voice barely more than a whisper, replied, You're the guardian, aren't you?" The guardian nodded, confirming what Timmy's heart already knew. It stepped closer, its presence wrapping around Timmy like a comforting embrace. "Yes, Timmy. I am the guardian, and I have watched over your family for generations. It is my duty and my privilege to keep you safe." Tears glistened in Timmy's eyes, overwhelmed by a mixture of gratitude, awe, and a newfound sense of security. For the first time, he truly understood the depth of the guardian's commitment to his well-being. As the night unfolded, the guardian shared stories of centuries past, tales of valor and love, and of its solemn oath to protect the descendants of Timmy's family. It explained how, over the years, it had guided and guarded, offering silent support in moments of joy and stepping in when danger lurked. Timmy listened, rapt with attention, as the guardian's words wove a tapestry of history and connection. He felt a profound sense of belonging, knowing that he was part of a legacy that spanned generations and was bound by the unbreakable bond between the living and the spirit realm. From that moment forward, Timmy and the guardian became inseparable companions, navigating the complexities of life together. The guardian's presence was a constant source of comfort, a beacon of light in times of uncertainty. Timmy knew that, no matter what challenges lay ahead, he had a steadfast protector by his side, a guardian who would face any danger to ensure his safety. And so, in the embrace of the guardian's watchful gaze, Timmy's journey took a new turn, guided by the wisdom and love of a spirit that had become his truest and dearest friend. As days turned into weeks, Timmy's life took on a new rhythm, with the guardian as his constant companion. It was during one fateful afternoon, as the sun bathed the world in golden light, that Timmy faced a sudden and unexpected danger. Timmy had ventured into the forest, his heart dancing with the thrill of adventure. The trees whispered ancient secrets, and the air hummed with the songs of hidden creatures. Unbeknownst to Timmy, he had wandered into the territory of a mother bear, fiercely protective of her cubs. Just as Timmy turned a corner, he found himself face to face with the bear, its eyes blazing with a mixture of fear and maternal instinct. Panic surged through him, and his heart raced as he instinctively took a step back. In that heart-stopping moment, when danger hung heavy in the air, the Guardian intervened. With a flash of light and a rush of ethereal energy, the Guardian stood between Timmy and the advancing bear. Its presence radiated strength and determination, a force of nature itself. The Guardian held out its hand, a silent plea for both Timmy and the bear to stand down. Miraculously, the bear, seemingly touched by the Guardian's aura, hesitated. It let out a low growl, its gaze locked with the Guardian's, before slowly retreating, her cubs following suit. Timmy watched in astonishment, his heart pounding, as the danger dissipated before his very eyes. The Guardian turned to Timmy, its eyes filled with a mixture of relief and affection. "You are safe, Timmy," it said softly, its voice carrying a soothing quality that eased the residual fear. Tears welled up in Timmy's eyes as he rushed forward, wrapping his arms around the Guardian. "Thank you," he whispered, his voice filled with gratitude. In that moment, he knew without a doubt that the Guardian was his steadfast protector, a force of nature that would face any peril to keep him from harm. From that day on, Timmy's trust in the Guardian deepened, a bond forged through shared trials and the unwavering commitment to each other's well-being. Together, they faced storms, both literal and metaphorical, emerging stronger with each challenge. And so, the days turned into months, and the Guardian's interventions became a testament to the unbreakable connection between Timmy and this spectral sentinel. With every near miss and perilous moment, Timmy knew he was not alone, for he had a Guardian who watched over him with an unwavering devotion. As time passed, Timmy's fascination with the Guardian and his family's legacy grew deeper. He spent hours in the attic, poring over old family albums and dusty tomes, hungry for every scrap of information about the Guardian's history. It was during one such afternoon, surrounded by the scent of aged paper and the gentle rustle of forgotten memories, that Timmy stumbled upon a weathered leather-bound diary. The diary belonged to Timmy's great-great-grandfather, Samuel, a man of quiet wisdom and a keen eye for detail. Its pages were filled with inked tales of days long gone, including encounters with the very Guardian that now watched over Timmy. As Timmy traced the faded words with his fingers, he felt a palpable connection to the past. Samuel's words painted vivid pictures of his own encounters with the Guardian, describing moments of solace and times of sorrow and the Guardian's unwavering protection in moments of peril. In one entry, Samuel recounted a fierce storm that had threatened to engulf their cottage. The wind howled, and rain lashed against the windows, but amidst the chaos, the Guardian stood tall, a beacon of strength. With a wave of its hand, the storm subsided, leaving behind a calm that seemed almost miraculous. In another entry, Samuel spoke of a dark night when a stranger had ventured too close to their home, his intentions unclear. Before any harm could befall them, the Guardian intervened, its presence radiating authority that sent the intruder fleeing into the night. Timmy's heart swelled with a mixture of awe and pride as he read of his ancestors' unwavering trust in the Guardian. These stories painted a portrait of resilience, of a family bound by an unbreakable connection to a force beyond the realm of the living. As the days turned into weeks, Timmy continued to unearth the secrets of his family's history, each page of the diary offering a new glimpse into the Guardian's legacy. He marveled at the ways in which the Guardian had intervened, always with a gentle hand and a fierce determination to protect. With every word he read, Timmy's understanding of the Guardian's role in their family's story deepened. He realized that he was part of a tapestry woven with threads of love, courage, and the unyielding bond between kin and guardian. And as he closed the diary, its pages whispering with the weight of generations, Timmy knew that he carried within him the legacy of those who had come before, bound together by the Guardian's watchful gaze. With newfound knowledge of his family's history and the Guardian's role, Timmy's heart swelled with a sense of purpose. He knew that he was part of something extraordinary, a legacy that spanned generations. As the days turned into weeks, the Guardian began to gently guide Timmy through a series of challenges, each designed to nurture his growth and prepare him for the uncertainties that lay ahead. The first challenge was a test of courage. Timmy was led to the edge of a deep, ancient forest, its towering trees casting long, wavering shadows. The Guardian's voice, soft as a breeze through the leaves, encouraged Timmy to step forward. With each step, he felt a surge of bravery welling up within him, pushing aside the tendrils of fear. He ventured deeper, the forest embracing him in a cloak of green and gold. In the heart of the forest, Timmy encountered a small, glistening pool, its surface as still as glass. The Guardian gestured towards it, its eyes filled with a silent challenge. Without hesitation, Timmy dipped his hand into the cool water, feeling a rush of energy that seemed to flow through his veins. It was a moment of revelation, a tangible reminder that courage could lead to unexpected sources of strength. The second challenge focused on empathy and understanding. Timmy was introduced to a diverse array of people, each with their own joys and sorrows. Through heartfelt conversations and shared experiences, Timmy learned to see the world through their eyes, to embrace the beauty of human connection. It was a lesson that resonated deep within his heart, reminding him of the importance of kindness and compassion. The third challenge was a test of creativity and imagination. Timmy was given a blank canvas and a palette of vibrant colors, encouraged to let his inner world spill onto the page. With every brushstroke, he felt a sense of liberation, a release of untamed creativity. The Guardian watched with a proud smile, knowing that Timmy's imagination was a force to be reckoned with. As the challenges continued, Timmy's spirit grew stronger, and his understanding of the world deepened. Each test was a stepping stone, leading him towards a greater sense of self and a profound connection to the Guardian. Through moments of triumph and moments of introspection, Timmy emerged as a young soul brimming with wisdom and potential. And so, with each challenge completed, Timmy knew that he was not only preparing himself for the future, but also carrying forward the legacy of his family and the Guardian. He was a vessel of their collective strength, a beacon of light in a world that sometimes seemed shrouded in darkness. With the Guardian by his side, Timmy was ready to face whatever destiny had in store, armed with the lessons of the past and the promise of a future filled with purpose and possibility. With each passing day, Timmy and the Guardian's connection deepened, blossoming into a bond that transcended the realms of the living and the ethereal. They spent their days exploring the enchanting corners of the world, their laughter mingling with the songs of birds and the rustling leaves. Together, they shared stories and secrets, their hearts intertwined in a dance of camaraderie and trust. One sunny afternoon, as they sat by the babbling brook that wound through the meadow, Timmy found himself pouring his dreams and aspirations into the Guardian's listening ears. He spoke of his desire to explore distant lands, to learn and grow, and to leave a mark on the world. The Guardian listened with a patient smile, its eyes filled with a knowing twinkle. In turn, the Guardian shared glimpses of its own timeless existence. It spoke of ancient civilizations and long-forgotten realms, of stars that held stories untold. Timmy marveled at the Guardian's wisdom, its words carrying the weight of centuries of knowledge. As the seasons turned, they embarked on grand adventures together. They climbed mountains that touched the heavens, their breath mingling with the thin air, and they danced beneath the curtain of the northern lights, their laughter echoing across the silent tundra. They also reveled in the quiet moments, those precious instances when words were unnecessary. They'd sit beneath the canopy of 1,000 stars, a silent understanding passing between them. In those moments, Timmy felt a profound sense of belonging, a knowledge that he was part of something far greater than himself. In their shared journey, Timmy and the Guardian forged a bond that was unbreakable, a tapestry woven with threads of laughter, trust, and the purest form of companionship. They became not only guardian and ward, but true friends, soulmates bound by a love that transcended the boundaries of the mortal coil. And so, as the days turned into years, Timmy knew that he was never alone. The Guardian's presence was a constant, a beacon of light in even the darkest moments. Together, they faced the world with open hearts, ready to embrace whatever adventures awaited them. In the gentle embrace of their bond, Timmy discovered a truth that would resonate through the ages, that sometimes the most extraordinary friendships are forged not in the tangible world, but in the quiet whispers of the heart. As the years passed, a sense of tranquility settled over Timmy's world. The Guardian had become an integral part of his life, a steadfast companion through every triumph and challenge. Yet, amidst the peaceful days, a shadow began to loom on the horizon, a harbinger of a threat that would test their bond like never before. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of fiery orange and deepening blue, Timmy noticed a subtle shift in the air. The once gentle breeze now carried a foreboding whisper, and the rustling leaves seemed to murmur a warning. It was a sensation that sent a shiver down Timmy's spine, a primal instinct that signaled the approach of something dark and insidious. In the days that followed, the signs grew more apparent. Strange figures lurked at the edge of Timmy's vision, shadows that flitted through the corners of his world. The Guardian, too, sensed the encroaching danger, its stance becoming more vigilant, its eyes scanning the surroundings with unwavering intensity. Timmy's heart weighed heavy with concern. He knew that whatever threatened them was formidable, a force that sought to disrupt the delicate balance they had cultivated. He turned to the Guardian, their eyes meeting in shared determination. It was clear that they would face this threat together, drawing on the strength of their bond to stand firm. As the days passed, the Guardian's presence became a beacon of assurance, a pillar of strength that fortified Timmy's resolve. They spent hours in careful preparation, devising strategies and fortifying their defenses. Timmy's hands, once unaccustomed to the weight of a sword, now gripped the hilt with a newfound confidence, his movements guided by the Guardian's expert tutelage. The threat drew nearer, its presence casting a shadow over their once peaceful world. Timmy's family, sensing the impending danger, rallied around him, offering their support and trust in the Guardian's unwavering protection. And so, as the day of reckoning approached, Timmy stood at the threshold of a battle that would test the very essence of his being. With the Guardian by his side, he knew that they were not merely facing an adversary, but standing against a force that sought to challenge the enduring strength of their bond. In the face of this impending danger, Timmy's heart beat with a mixture of apprehension and resolve. He knew that, together with the Guardian and the love of his family, they would rise to meet the threat, drawing on the unbreakable connection that bound them. The day of reckoning arrived, the air heavy with a palpable tension. Dark clouds gathered on the horizon, casting a foreboding shadow over the landscape. Timmy stood at the forefront, flanked by the Guardian and his resolute family, their faces a portrait of unwavering determination. As the first tendrils of darkness crept towards them, Timmy felt a surge of courage welling up from within. He tightened his grip on the sword, his eyes locked on the approaching threat. The Guardian stood beside him, its presence a pillar of strength, a silent promise that they would face this danger together. The battle that unfolded was a symphony of clash and clash, a dance of steel and shadows. Timmy moved with a newfound grace, his movements guided by the Guardian's watchful gaze. Each strike was met with precision, each parry a testament to the hours of training and the unbreakable bond between them. The Guardian, too, fought with a fierce determination, its ethereal form moving with a grace that defied the laws of the mortal world. It was a force of nature, a protector who would not yield in the face of adversity. As the battle raged on, Timmy's family stood strong, their hearts a chorus of unwavering support. They fought not out of obligation, but out of a shared understanding that their destinies were intertwined with Timmy's, bound by the legacy of the Guardian. In the midst of the chaos, a moment of truth arrived. Timmy found himself face to face with the heart of the darkness, a formidable adversary whose malevolence seemed to seep into every fiber of the air. The Guardian, its presence like a shield of light, stood by Timmy's side, ready to face this ultimate challenge. With a surge of determination, Timmy and the Guardian moved as one, their movements a symphony of calculated precision. Each strike was met with a counter, each step a dance of calculated grace. It was a battle that transcended the physical realm, a testament to the power of their bond. In a final, resounding clash, the darkness yielded, dissipating like mist beneath the morning sun. The threat that had loomed over their lives was vanquished, its malevolence replaced by a profound sense of peace. As Timmy caught his breath, the Guardian by his side, he knew that they had emerged victorious. The battle had been more than a test of skill. It had been a testament to the enduring strength of their bond, a bond that had triumphed over even the darkest of forces. And so, with the threat vanquished and their hearts ablaze with victory, Timmy and the Guardian stood as a testament to the power of love, courage, and the unbreakable connection between kindred souls. In the aftermath of the battle, a profound stillness settled over the landscape. The air, once charged with tension, now seemed to hum with a serene energy. Timmy and the Guardian stood side by side, their breaths mingling with the gentle rustle of leaves, their hearts filled with a sense of triumph that reverberated through their very souls. As they looked out over the landscape, they saw the first rays of dawn painting the sky in hues of rose and gold. It was a symbol of new beginnings, a testament to the resilience of life after the darkest of nights. Timmy's family gathered around, their faces aglow with a mixture of relief and pride. They knew that this victory was not only Timmy's, but a triumph for their entire lineage, a testament to the enduring strength of their family's legacy. Together, they shared a moment of quiet gratitude, their hearts intertwined in a tapestry of love and connection. They knew that they had faced the ultimate challenge and emerged stronger for it. The Guardian, too, stood among them, a figure of ethereal grace, its presence a reminder of the extraordinary bond they shared. In the days that followed, a sense of peace settled over Timmy's world. The threat had been vanquished, and the Guardian's watchful gaze continued to guide and protect. Timmy knew that he carried within him the legacy of this moment, a testament to the power of love, courage, and the unbreakable connection between kindred souls. As time flowed on, Timmy continued to grow, his heart filled with the wisdom and strength that he had gained from his experiences. He knew that he was part of something extraordinary, a legacy that spanned generations and transcended the boundaries of the tangible world. And so, as the years passed, Timmy carried forward the Guardian's watchful gaze, ensuring that the legacy of protection and love would endure for generations to come. He knew that he was not alone, for he carried within him the spirit of the Guardian, a force of nature that would forever watch over his family. In the quiet moments, when the world seemed to hold its breath, Timmy would look out into the night, half expecting to catch a glimpse of the Guardian among the stars. And in those moments, he felt a profound sense of gratitude, knowing that he was never truly alone, for he had a Guardian who watched over him with an unwavering devotion. As the years passed, a sense of bittersweet inevitability settled over Timmy's heart. He knew that the time would come when he would have to bid farewell to the Guardian, to the steadfast companion who had shaped his life in such profound ways. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of fiery gold and soft lavender, Timmy and the Guardian stood together beneath the ancient oak tree that had witnessed so many moments of their shared journey. The air seemed to hum with a quiet reverence, a sense that this moment held a weight far greater than words could convey. Timmy turned to the Guardian, his heart heavy with the knowledge of what must come. "I'll never forget you," he said, his voice soft but filled with a quiet resolve. "You've been my protector, my friend, my guiding light. You've shaped me in ways I could never have imagined." The Guardian, its eyes filled with a mixture of pride and affection, placed a gentle hand on Timmy's shoulder. Its touch was like a benediction, a silent acknowledgement of their shared journey. "I am grateful for every moment we've shared," Timmy continued, his words carrying the weight of 1,000 memories. "You've been a part of me, and I'll carry you with me always." The Guardian's gaze held Timmy's, a silent understanding passing between them. It knew that this moment was inevitable, a natural part of the cycle of life and love. As the final rays of sunlight faded, casting the world in a tapestry of twilight, Timmy and the Guardian stood in quiet contemplation. The Guardian's form began to shimmer, its presence becoming more ethereal, as if it were slowly merging with the very fabric of the universe. With a final, lingering look, the Guardian turned to Timmy, its eyes filled with a profound tenderness. It reached out, its hand passing through Timmy's with a gentle caress that seemed to echo through the ages. And then, in a flash of light and a soft sigh, the Guardian was gone, leaving behind a sense of emptiness and a heart filled with gratitude. Timmy stood alone beneath the ancient oak, the weight of their shared journey settling into his bones. In the silence that followed, Timmy knew that he was forever changed. He carried within him the Guardian's legacy, a testament to the enduring power of love and connection. He knew that, though the Guardian was no longer by his side, its presence would forever shape the course of his life. And so, with a heart filled with both sorrow and gratitude, Timmy turned to face the future, knowing that he carried within him the spirit of a guardian, a force of nature that would forever watch over his family. In the wake of the Guardian's departure, a quiet strength settled over Timmy's heart. He knew that he carried within him the spirit of a guardian, a force of nature that would forever watch over his family. With each passing day, Timmy felt a renewed sense of purpose, a determination to honor the legacy that had shaped his life. He took on the mantle of protector with a quiet resolve, standing tall in the face of challenges and offering a guiding hand to those in need. His family looked to him with pride, knowing that he carried within him the strength and wisdom of generations. As the years flowed on, Timmy's own family grew, filling their home with laughter and love. He shared the stories of the Guardian with his children, passing down the legacy that had been entrusted to him. They listened wide-eyed, their imaginations dancing with visions of the Guardian and the extraordinary bond they shared. Timmy's children, too, felt the Guardian's presence in the quiet moments, the sense that they were never truly alone. They grew up with a deep understanding of the importance of love, courage, and the enduring power of connection. As the seasons turned, Timmy's hair turned silver and his steps grew measured, but his spirit remained as vibrant as ever. He knew that he was part of something far greater than himself, a legacy that stretched back through the ages. And so, in the twilight of his years, Timmy looked out over the landscape, his heart filled with a profound sense of gratitude. He knew that he had been entrusted with a gift beyond measure, a legacy that would continue to shape the lives of his descendants for generations to come. In the quiet moments, when the world seemed to hold its breath, Timmy would look out into the night, half expecting to catch a glimpse of the Guardian among the stars. And in those moments, he felt a profound sense of connection, knowing that he was forever bound to the Guardian, a force of nature that would forever watch over his family. In the years that followed, Timmy's legacy lived on, a tapestry woven with threads of love, courage, and the enduring bond between kindred souls. His family grew and prospered, their lives touched by the Guardian's watchful gaze. The stories of Timmy and the Guardian became legend, whispered around hearths and shared beneath the star-strewn sky. They were tales of triumph over adversity, of the unbreakable connection between the living and the ethereal. As the generations passed, the Guardian's presence remained a constant, a beacon of light in moments of darkness. It watched over Timmy's descendants with the same unwavering devotion that had defined its guardianship through the ages. And so, the tale of the ghostly guardian became a cherished part of the family's history, a reminder that love, courage, and the enduring power of connection could transcend even the boundaries of life and death. As the years flowed on, the guardian's form became a mere whisper in the wind, a presence felt rather than seen. But its spirit endured, a force of nature that would forever watch over the family, a silent sentinel in the tapestry of their lives. And in the quiet moments, when the world held its breath, the guardian's presence lingered, a reminder that they were never truly alone. The legacy of the ghostly guardian lived on, a testament to the extraordinary bond that had shaped their family for generations.